All right, it's your boy Slickdeezy back once again. You already know what it is. Subscribe to that channel. You know what I mean? Click that notification button. We're going to get it popping. You already know what it is. And today I want to talk about an anime series that's probably, I think it's the first Chinese anime series on Netflix called Scissor 7. Now, originally it was called Killer 7, but they changed it to Scissors because, you know, he's trying to play himself as a barber and he uses scissors. So, Scissor 7. Yeah, so basically it's our protagonist, you know what I'm saying, man, Seven. He had lost his memory somewhat because he's like his friend, he gets him to try to be a trained killer or whatever. But the thing is he keep messing up jobs and it's like it's a comedic type of show, whatever like that. But the thing is he has a past, his background is he actually was a killer. But it has a nice little comedic tone to it. It's pretty funny. You know what I mean? It's like there's other characters introduced in the show. You have a chick named 11 who gets into the show. There's a lot of funny characters. You can see the side animation is hilarious. I mean, it's it's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's pretty fun. It's pretty out there. You know what I mean? And he goes through his everyday life and he's just trying to be a barber. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really have any ultimate goals or anything like that. But once again, he had lost his complete memory. Well, he sees parts of his memory throughout the show, but he can't really recall exactly who he is, at least not in season 1 anyway. But yeah, Scissor 7. Yeah, so all in all, it's a pretty funny show, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty hilarious. It's got this comedic tone to it. And it's crazy with the animation because the animation can jump from one point to another. It's like so many different styles incorporated into the show, and it's something, you know what I mean? So let's just get into the characters and whatnot. So we got our man Seven here, and as I was mentioning earlier, he's having a conniption fluid, like he's trying to figure out, you know, he's seeing stuff from his past about him being a real killer, whatever like that. So he's taking on these jobs as being a killer, but like now it doesn't go according to plan. And he basically just wants to be a barber. So he has his own barber shop, and people start coming after him throughout the show, but I'll explain that later on. So this bird, you know what I'm saying, he calls himself the king of chickens. I can't remember his name on the show, honestly, but like he's been watching after him. He's kind of like his agent or whatever like that, but he's been making sure that he gets these jobs to try to do stuff to make money and prosper throughout all. But, you know, like I said it before, the plans definitely go awry because he's at his current state, he's not really that good of a killer. And then you got this smaller bird that the bigger bird watches after. And like, for some reason, when people's in trouble, he turns into like a superpower bird. Like that's just his face. But like, he could turn and flex his muscles or whatever like that. You have to watch the show to understand. But yeah. Yeah, so in episode 1, he gets talked into trying to kill his first victim. And by the way, something I forgot to mention, like his scissors are really powerful. He can fling them around, do whatever he needs to do. And he can also transform into anything in the area in the vicinity too, once he throws a smoke bomb or whatever down in the ground. So yeah, that's something. So like I said, the plan goes terribly wrong and they end up running from their conundrum. And he runs into this robot. It's a stand robot. And so from what he heard the stand robots can, you know, refill his memories or get his memories back. But the robot notices a talisman that our hero Seven drops on the ground, and the talisman represents one of the 7 killers. So apparently stand robots know about this, and now he's trying to wipe him off the face of the earth. So at this point, he was pretty much left for dead, and then this girl named 11 comes through and saves him from the robot. But then she starts asking him other questions. So she wasn't really there to rescue him, but the bird ends up showing up, and he carries him off and makes a clean getaway. So they basically act like nothing happened, and they're starting up their little barbershop. So that's how all 3 of them get together. And that's the that's the end of episode 1. So, you know, it's a pretty crazy show. It's a lot of things that take place in it. I haven't delved into the other characters in the show, but you should go ahead and check it out. It's pretty good. It's about 10 episodes. It's actually 10 episodes each season, but the first season has 14 episodes. The last 4 episodes are over episodes, which basically give you more insight to Eleven's character and the King of Chicken's character, and a little bit of backstory on Killer. So it's like it delves into that, and then it leads into season 2. All right, so season 2 turns down the comedy, but not that much. I mean, there's still comedic things that go on in season 2, but like I said, the comedy factor is still there. It just gets a little bit more tone and more serious because Killer, he's actually learning Seven is actually learning more about his past throughout each episode. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's comedic. It's hilarious. It's a little bit of action, a little bit of it's got a little bit of everything in it. So I mean, it's definitely one of those type of shows I would give it a watch. You know what I mean? I've seen both seasons already, but it's pretty interesting. It's pretty exciting, and it's one of the first Chinese animes to ever be produced on Netflix. So yeah, I would definitely give this a look. Say check it out. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so it's definitely a cool little show to watch. And I keep saying Chinese anime, I got to put the definition on because I've watched a lot of Japanese anime. You know, I mean, you got your Dragon Ball Z's, your Naruto's, Bleach series, things like that, your classic Japanese anime. When I'm talking about Chinese anime, I've only seen a select few Chinese animes, but one I would recommend is one called Hattori no Shida, The Outcast. That joint is lit. Yeah, it basically centers around a guy that has, I ain't gonna say ninjutsu powers. I mean, he has special techniques, and a lot of people want this technique once people figure out who he really is. And he starts off killing zombies at first, which is like, okay, what the heck is going on with this show? And then there's this girl that pretends to be his sister, but really is like looking after him. She wants to kill him at first, but then figure out what kind of a powerful person he is. And that's pretty much the season one. Then season two, they go into a whole tournament thing once they, develop his powers well and get into that nature. But as you can see, this joint is lit. But it's called Hattori no Shida, The Outcast. That joint was serious though. But that's just one example of a Chinese anime that I have watched that's pretty good. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say definitely check out Scissor 7. I mean, like, most of the episodes are about, like, they range between 11 and 20 minutes. They're most like 15 minutes a piece. It's about 10 episodes, or 14 episodes if you include the over episodes on season one. It's 10 episodes on season two. So it's not going to take too much time out of your day. And besides, you're on quarantine. You ain't got nothing else to do. So you know what I mean? Check out Scissor 7. That joint lit, for real. And also subscribe to my page, you know what I'm saying? Click that notification button too. It's your boy, GM Slickdeezy, all the heezy, Mr. Scissor today. Ow, big.